Hey, I'm Xan, and I'm in the Teen Arts Council, and today we're gathered around the campfire with Barry McGee.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for
All
having
right.
me. Thanks for coming also, you guys.
So, have you ever been camping before?
I have, when I was younger, maybe your guys' age.
It's a lot different than the street, I'd say, but like what's it like going into like nature versus like the street? Like do you find inspiration differently?
I think, yeah, I find a lot of inspiration just in almost anything around me. Like, yeah, if I'm with a bunch of like youth like you, I get inspired, or if I'm on the street and I see a pile of trash, I get inspired for some reason.
Growing up in like the Bay Area, like when you were a kid, like what was kind of like your main inspirations, or like artistically or just in general?
I wasn't so hot at math and things like that, so I always got by drawing, like everything. If there's a complicated math problem, I just do a diversion tactic.
What did your notebooks look like when you opened them?
They looked amazing.
Math to art ratio.
What did your teachers think? Did they think it looked amazing?
No, that was the only way. That's when I really knew I had to figure it out with art, because that's the only way it was going to happen.
Did you have someone to like encourage your individualism and your like spirit to do art?
I think, yeah. I think, you know, when you have a group of friends that are all similar, that we were just into riding BMX bikes around. That was our thing.
You guys kind of like fed off each other's like stuff.
Yeah, we were just outdoors a lot. Like it was around '85. I had a group of friends, and we used to. We were into like riding these old Vespa scooters around, and I don't know why. That's what we were doing. At that age, like your age, you guys can do anything and start whatever you want, and you'll look back at it the rest of your life and just like, what was I doing then? You know, that's the amazing thing about it. This period of time you're in. But yeah, and then someone was just like, you know, all these kids in New York are writing their names all over everything. I was like, really? And I was like, and he goes, yeah. Should we do it tonight? And I was like, yes, let's do it. This sounds like a great thing to get involved with.
So it wasn't something that you guys thought about for a long time. It was just like, hey, we should just do that, and you went out.
Yeah, we wanted to be the best at spraying our names everywhere. So it was such an early time for graffiti that people still thought it was art. So you could be painting something and people will stop and like, wow, that is great. What are you doing? You know, like that. And we're just like, we're doing art on the street. Or is that innocent? So. That was the adventure part of being in the city, you know. We were kids in the city trying to find adventure. You know, I think it was just too powerful of a movement. That's why, like with anything with the youth involved, and like when it starts getting momentum, the elders are always going to be upset about it. That's with everything, with music or certain art, and not upset, but just like it's gonna irk them in a way. You guys are in a really dynamic time though right now. At this very moment on this planet right now is a really interesting time. I feel like to be I don't know, just as being a youth, you know, it's an incredible. A lot of things have happened.
Did you feel like you needed to like kind of step down and let these new people come up, or was that just
of course? I step aside. Yeah, they need to take over. I love Pat's. The torch is theirs now for sure. And the kids are doing great stuff now too. They're so loose and they don't have rules and restrictions. All the weight of some of the most interesting graffiti I feel like is happening right now.
Don't you like? Do you ever get the urge just to like grab a can and just run out and find some spot and do something?
I do. It's horrible. It's really horrible.
Do you think like when you do street art and stuff, you're kind of sending a new message in terms of like advertising and your own ideas?
I feel like it's just like I just feel like if there's going to be a billboard advertising beer or something in my neighborhood, I have just as much right to advertise something that's not selling anything.
And how do you think your voice that you want to contribute changes when it's in a gallery versus when it's on the street?
Wow, that's a good question. The galleries are different. It's like as you know, it's not outdoors, and it's the audience is smaller. It's like a more it's more preaching to people that are already just getting to the museum is getting people, our youth, to a museum is a different.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different. It's a different audience.
Definitely.
When did you start like kind of making your transition towards like, or like gallery?
I'm still transitioning. I
Yeah.
just don't even. I'm like one foot's in, one foot's out all the time. I think your age is very savvy to imagery now, though, because it comes quick now, and I think you guys can read. I think you should tell me. I think you guys process a lot quicker imagery. I don't know if that makes art more important or less important, though, because it's all. If you're viewing art via an image that someone sent to you or text to you, or if you're standing in front of it, I don't think anyone really knows what's going to happen with this much imagery on a. That's just landing in your pocket.
You think we're gonna eventually figure it out, though?
You guys better, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out how to organize it. No, I don't. I think I like it. I like how it's like pure anarchy. The imagery that's going out there. I think it's across the board. Like there's so many great things like that with youth.
So you think we're gonna?
You guys here.
So you think like our generation, we're gonna like figure out how to like
Oh God,
reclaim
yes.
the city?
Yeah, you're gonna reclaim the city. You're gonna upset everyone. People are gonna be crying, wanting things to stay the same.
I hope so.
And a lot of amazing things are gonna happen out of it, don't you think? This is such an amazing time right now. It's a really incredible time.
You've like used a lot of aliases, like whether it's like in galleries and on the street. Is there like one that you like really connect to?
I use aliases because I was getting tired of my art name. I didn't like the art that I was producing under that name and all the baggage that was with it. So I came up with other names, and to me it's just I didn't want the baggage of the Barry McGee name anymore. I just wanted something more anonymous. Like Lydia Fong could do anything, but Barry McGee was stuck in this.
Yeah, does it like get you like, to like another plane or like a different mindset?
I just felt free.
Yeah.
Just, like, I let my hair down. Just, being trying to be an individual and be successful at that was never really that interesting to me.
Did that kind of like contribute to like your work like here, like in museums and galleries?
Yeah, I pull everyone in. If I cut the hole in the fence, everybody, all my friends, everyone's coming in with me for sure. We're all going in this. Either if it's going to be bad, we're all going to go in bad, or if it's going to be good, we're all going to. That's how I like that.
How important do you think it is to look at the old generation and create something new, or is it better to just like have your own thing?
I think I like people that are in the moment. I think sometimes when you're in the like us being here right now, this very second is more interesting than worrying about all the history behind it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
to me, I think that's I'm really into like right now.
Yeah.
When you become involved in the arts, or the arts I'm talking is really broad. It's like any it comes full circle that you become the person that's inspiring for the next generation also.
Yeah. Are there things that you do carry with you though from when you started?
There's a couple things I always keep. Do you guys keep sketchbooks or anything, or notebooks?
Yeah.
The most basic, like.
Yeah.
I still like just the direct pen and paper.
Yeah.
There's something nice about how it's as direct as like. I know this isn't a real fire, but just like there's something really primal and.
Don't tell them.
There's something really primal and just like a pen to paper. You know?
Yeah.
It's so direct. And I think about line and. Just like anybody in here, like how they write or how they draw, it's unique, you know.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Barry.
No,
it's
thank
been
you guys.
such a pleasure to speak with
Yeah.
you.
Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Really nice to meet you and everything.
No, likewise.